All right. Testing. We're testing. We're testing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's me, Daniel. Daniel Hutchins. We're back again. We're back again here on the studio again. As you can see, my wall's actually kind of empty right here. Well, that's because now we're at a new location and a new outpost now. We have now secured ourselves at the Aztec Nation. The Aztec Nation of the 505 of Albuquerque, where literally we have our own backyard and we're within 20 minutes of walking to the bus stop to literally every wing and everywhere. Okay, so yep, it's me, the one and the only Daniel Hutchins here at the Hutchins Hut. It doesn't really look like the Hutchins Hut, but again, it's been justified because we've had the move again. We've had the move again. Oh man, I hate moving. But yeah, I've moved from that other location up at Tanoa, up at Los Lago, and now we're over here at Aztec Road now. It's really, it's just a tactical improvement from what we've had before. But the country club didn't deserve me because, well, they didn't care. So I hated it because I had to walk farther, and brother and sister they hated it because you know logistical and physical displacements. But now we're out here in the new outpost, which is still technically in Albuquerque. Yes, we're still in Albuquerque. Thank you for asking. So now, what are we gonna do? Well, what we always do, our normal shit. Okay. We're gonna go over to our friend comic book movie uh .com, and we're gonna catch you up on some superhero news. Okay. So now the Harry Potter TV series has now changed and has now been pushed back to Christmas because of Bo-Katan racism and controversy revolving around Professor Severus Snape, who they had casted as a black man. We briefly mentioned it a little bit last season on the 2025 season at Hutchins Hut, but now people are questioning whether this will ever happen and will it go beyond the original first film, The Philosopher's Stone or The Sorcerer's Stone. It's the same fucking story, so again, it doesn't fucking matter. But it kind of has to because, again, it's J.K. Rowling. So, a lot of people hate her, and I understand. And we have to still talk about it because it's the universe. The numbers speak for themselves. According to a survey done by some dumbasses, they said there's been a really, 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 really negative side as far as when it comes to the fan base of Harry Potter are waiting for their franchise to come back. Now, according to HBO, the first trailer to Harry Potter has now racked up more than 126 million views in the first 24 hours and over 277 million views in the first 48 hours. Not bad. But it's been, there's been better records. And so the previous holder of that record was Euphoria Season 3, which pulled about the same, around 100 million views in the same time. However, to add more bit to the fire, the context of these numbers as seen before. Most views in trailers in the first 24 hours. Spider-Man Brand New Day, Grand Theft Auto 6, trailers 2 and 1, Avengers Doomsday, Harry Potter Season 1, and Deadpool and Wolverine, which we already did that, well, obviously, a couple seasons ago on here on the Hutchins Hut. As you can see, the upcoming Harry Potter show still stands alone as one of the heavyweights in the franchise, despite the fact now it's going to take place in Christmas, so they can get their ass together and figure out what the fuck they're doing. They've confirmed that every season will focus on one book, or should we say the movies, like we remember. Each season will strictly cover the first season will strictly cover the first book or adventure, Harry Potter Year 1, The Philosopher's Stone. And yeah, I'm looking at it right now on the other screen, and I could say I'll watch it later, but again, there's nothing special about it. It's just basically just Harry Potter told all over again, just basically on a TV series instead of in a movies. Like we remember them as movies, but now the next generation is going to have them as a TV show. Okay, so they still don't know who Voldemort is, but he doesn't usually emerge until at least the second story. If you guys remember, Voldemort doesn't happen till the Chamber of Secrets, which is year 2. Okay, that's what's going on with Harry Potter. Okay, all right. Spider-Man Brand New Day. We've talked about it a lot in the last season at Hutchins Hut. We're going to still be talking about it. Well, for a while. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Rumor has it that they will reveal that Sadie Sink has signed on to appear in more roles in the Marvel Universe. Doesn't surprise me because, again, if you've been rocking with us since the announcement of it, well, a couple of years ago, you would already know. So Sadie Sink did briefly appear in a trailer of Spider-Man in the Brand New Day, but Marvel and Sony are clearly trying the best to try to keep it a secret, despite we know Tom Holland is the master at spoiling everything. So possible spoilers are to be launched, so just be mindful. There are other possibilities, of course, but given the persistent rumors of stupid people who want to know everything, like some people, like us, they've disclosed that Sadie Sink's character will be very interesting because we'd be very surprised that, again, if she didn't turn out to be Jean Grey, then it sounds like it's a studio that has some major plot issues. She's also confirmed to be in the X-Men reboot and the Secret Wars, which is supposed to be the wrap-up of this terrible multiverse saga. And apparently on Twitter, there is a post that says, "Huge Avenger Doomsday leak. Doom is going to apparently murder Steve's child in front of him." Well, that's fucked up. But again, well, it is what it is because, hey, it's Robert Downey Jr. back from the dead, except this time he's playing as Doom. Because apparently nothing good ever stays. And Spider-Man Brand New Day also has their trailer you can watch on YouTube. Following the break record success of No Way Home, which was already 3 years ago. Yeah, it's a 3-year time jump. So, yeah, 3 years or 4 years. It really doesn't fucking matter. But this fucking point, they were trying to say, oh, yeah, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Yeah, we fucking already know that. It's called Go Back and fucking read Amazing Fantasy 15, you fucking dumbass. Okay, but anyway, the memory of him, of those he loved, was erased because of a Bo-Katan spell that went terribly wrong when he seeked some stupid fucking advice from Stephen Strange over at the Sanctum Sanctorum, which is a fucking magical fucking place that's in New York City, Manhattan, of, the Marvel Universe, of course. But as they demand him to grow some more, because now he doesn't have Stark anymore, because, well, Stark's now Doctor Doom, so the fuck? Okay. So basically, this gives him more leverage, and he's now one of the most dangerous people on the street. Because, Spider Man's a dangerous hero on the street, don't you know? But he's also the most fucking popular, so it's justified. Spider-Man is also directed by the director who did Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. Now, as far as the status of that, we don't fucking know when that's going to happen because meanwhile, Samuel Liu is basically wasting away the nothing and they're just saying, hey, when am I going to come back and bring Shang-Chi? Oh, when am I going to be back and bring Shang-Chi? I don't fucking know because Disney and Bob and Kevin, they can't make up their fucking mind when the fuck they want to have Shang-Chi come back. My prediction is probably going to be after the multiverse is over, assuming if it ever gets done. All right, because we are heavily now in the phase 6. Okay, so let me check the live show, and there is no comments. Still no comments. And, well, hey, it's been justified. Everybody's probably either at work or preparing themselves to make some dinner for the kids. And, hey, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter because, well, nobody wants to hear me talk and, like bitch and complain about the universe and a camera. So, yeah. Well, that just about wraps it up. And since there was nobody watching, at least from my end, this looks like an end of another episode. Until we see again, remember, guys, support that comic book universe. And as always, be excellent to yourself. And we will see you next time on The Hut.